yearly average. Potato chips ranked second. Ranch dressing took third. Salsa and canned diced tomatoes rounded out the top 5.
I love Super Bowl food.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
It's coming up. It's so junky and yummy.
Also, it means we're closer to spring once Super Bowl arrives. Let me show you the numbers out there right now, Jess. It is very cold. Some of us in the single digits, on average down to 14. And yes, some more snow tomorrow on the order of 1 to 3 inches. A full check tonight at 10.
Sounds good. Thank you for joining us for the news at 6. TMZ is next. We'll see you back here for the Pulse at 7:30, again at 10, and the Edge at 11.
Welcome to the Sports Office. Great to have you here. It is Thursday. Kenner's in the house.
We didn't get our theme song.
We didn't get our theme song.
Yeah.
We're going to work on it next time.
Okay.
But we do have a show.
We do have
We're here.
We're here.
You're here, which is great. You can join us too, which we would love you to do. First of all, you did the hard part. You got here, which is cool. Now you can take it a step further. You can go right there. Just click on that. That's the Zoom link. You'll pop up over here with Tommy in the Zoom room. Ludeman in the house.
Hey,
and what you eating?
Oh,
Tommy's over here, so Tommy's got the Zoom room, so you'll pop up on this screen.
Look who we got waiting.
And then we'll get you in the show. I know, he's coming. You see that right there? You see him?
Oh, it's Ronnie.
Yeah, it is. What are you eating, Ludeman?
You know, my blood sugar's a little low.
It's good
So
information.
dealing with diabetes, sometimes, you dip a little, so it's a granola bar.
Good for you, man.
It is.
And you feel better now. You got
I
a
feel
lot of
much
energy.
better.
Yeah.
It's sugar, energy,
Yeah.
weather, sports. I'm
health.
happy.
Yeah,
look
we
at that.
like-
We got it
there
all.
you go.
Let's
Yeah,
put
yeah, yeah.
Ermanni up here. What's up there, Ermanni?
Diabetes.
What's
Diabetes.
going on?
What?
That's for people that don't know, you need to explain that now. Tell that
Okay,
story.
so this is one of the greatest Jim Leyland stories of all time. And guys, I would only stand outside in the cold, in the dark for you guys because I love being with you. But so I'm covering spring training one year. We're in Lakeland, Florida. The manager's office in Lakeland is a very small room. There's about, 12 of us packed in there. Jim Leyland has his feet kicked up on the desk. He's smoking a cigarette and
Dressed like Jed Clampett.
Right, his hand in his pants like that, okay? So There was a story. Dimitri Young had left the Tigers, and he was in camp with somebody else. And I believe it was Jason Beck from MLB.com. I think it was Jason Beck. He asked Jim Leyland, he said, hey, there's a story here. Dimitri Young says you guys did not support him in his diabetes journey. He was inflicted with diabetes or whatever. He had diabetes, and you guys did not support him in his illness. And Jim Leyland, I never saw Jim Leyland move so fast. He kicked his feet down and looked, and he goes, diabetes. Diabetes. And then he went into this profanity-laced tirade about Dimitri Young and how this effing organization did everything for that effing guy. And he started bobbing his head. And so anytime somebody says diabetes, I just pull the old.
That was 20 years ago?
Oh, my God. Well, probably 07, 08.
So
yeah,
since that time, at any time in a conversation, somebody can just turn to the other guy and go, diabetes, and we know exactly what they're talking about.
You know, now so many times if somebody says, I mean, it could be any word really, but we'll be sitting on Good Day and you'll get
a health report and somebody will say diabetes.
That's pretty funny.
It'll be over. I will sit there and now sometimes, like, you know, when there's B-roll up and Dina will be doing a health work story and she'll say the word diabetes, I just look at her and go, diabetes. She knows. I don't even have to say it.
Love it. In this office over the last 28 years, many things have been born, and that is one of them. That is one of them. There's no doubt. Ermanni,
there's
it's good
another
to
one.
have you here.
There's another one that we do that involves Jim Leyland and Ermanni, but we cannot say that.
We can't say that.
Something that happened in Boston, right?
I'm not going to tell that story, but I did tell Jim Leyland that story once, and he did not remember it, but he did not deny it happened either, and it was awesome.
For just we'll tell the quick version. So Jim Leyland went on a tirade one day before a game, and he was kicking everybody out of the dugout because there were media people in there doing live shots and stuff like that. You were down the third base line, right?
Yes.
And he tells everybody, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. And he says to Ermanni, you too, you blank.
Well, I did the old, you talking to me? You?
Ermanni's like, and Leland's like, yeah, you too.
And then it was just some horrible things that you should not say anywhere in the civilized world.
Oh my God!
Miss that guy.
Some good moments, yeah. We've all had those moments with coaches or managers or whatever, and things happen in this business, and that's all there is to it. And you just move on, and you come back the next day, and they've forgotten about it, and you've forgotten about it. I had one with Rod Marinelli once, where Rod Marinelli was so angry at me because he felt like I had asked him too many questions about not running the ball against Arizona in a game. I think they ran the ball 6 times, so it was like the lead story everywhere. And he got angry at me, so we had to have a meeting the next day. And we have a meeting the next day, and he goes, and you're trying to drive a wedge between me, and he slaps the couch, and he goes, and Mike Martz, who was the offensive coordinator, he goes, so blank.
Wow. Wow.
That was the start of the meeting.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
pick is
gosh.
sharp, my shovel is sharp, and my will is outstanding.
Oh my gosh. So later on that year, so we got to listen, I had to do like 4 things a week with him. And literally that meeting went on for 10 minutes. We both stated our case. That was it. And then we got back to doing everything we had to do. And he says to me later in the year, he goes, look at us. Isn't this great? And I said, what's that, coach? And he goes, you and me, we're here as friends. He goes, I'll be friends with anybody that I argue with as long as they'll come back at me. And he goes, and you did. And he goes, and I was such a blank. And I'm like, wow, where was that when we were going through this?
Right, but that's what makes these relationships so special, right?
There's emotion.
I can't tell you how many times I've laughed with Jim Leyland about that stuff. It is awesome. Man, your life. Yeah, exactly. And they're gone. And they're like, wow, you're still here? How? I don't know. We moved somebody.
That's that coaching mentality you get with a guy like Tom Izzo, where you see him just laying into players or over and over again, and then they're best friends and hugging and family forever because of it.
It's like
they have that
There's
mentality.
no doubt.
Stuff happens, and then you move on, and it's like, we have that in all walks of life, and it's like that in this thing too. But I think for people out there that look at these coaches and don't think stuff like that might ever happen, to know that it does happen, that's real life. That's where you are right now. Ermanni, are you freezing?
No, I'm actually perfect. It's not too bad. There's no wind out here. I'm actually at my kids' karate class in the building behind me. So, you can only stay in there and watch that so many times. You know what I mean? So I'm just out here with you.
We appreciate you doing this. I want to run through these games. Let's just make some picks this weekend.
Okay.
We got NFL. We got 4 teams looking to get to the conference championship games. We'll take them in order.
Are we going with point spreads?
Nah, we'll just go with winners.
Okay.
Bills, Broncos in this game. Bills beat Denver last year to knock them out of the playoffs. Broncos, #1 seed, haven't played yet this year. Terrific defense. Bills, the Josh Allen story. What do you see, Ermanni?
Got to go with the Buffalo Bills, and I know that's the easy pick. I know everybody is. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, man? I don't know. All right. We got to go with Buffalo. Like I said, I know that's the easy pick. I know everybody's going there, but nonetheless, look, this is Josh Allen. I think Sean McDermott is coaching for his job here. I mean, how many times can you be the bridesmaid and never the bride? And you've got to at least get to a conference finals, I think, if you're Josh Allen. I think those guys are so sick and tired of coming up short in the AFC playoffs. And ultimately, especially this year with no Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, it's got to be the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bills as well. In some ways because I don't trust the Broncos yet. And in some ways because I just feel like it's Josh Allen's time. But I will say this, I think of the teams that Josh Allen's been on, this is not nearly his best team. This is not his best shot, but it is his best shot because there's no Mahomes and there's no Lamar Jackson and there's no Joe Burrow. Ludeman, what are you doing?
I'm going Bills. I mean, I think the Bills may make it. This could be their year.
This is it.
So they're going to win. I mean, in Denver, that's a tough place to play.
And the Broncos are good. They're the #1 seed for a reason.
Amen. I'm going with the Bills.
All right, what do you got?
Clean sweep, going with the Bills.
Woo!
I think
no love for Denver.
I mean, Josh, I think there's something about the Bills where there's a little less pressure on Josh Allen and the team because they're on the road the whole playoffs, and I think they'll get it done.
All right, Saturday night, right here on Fox 2, 49ers play in Seattle. We saw these two teams in Week 18. Seattle won it. That earned them the NFC West. That earned them the #1 seed in the NFC. Little bit of a newsmaker today. Sam Darnold injured oblique. That limited him in practice today, but he still says he plans on playing. He's got to play because if he doesn't, Drew Lock plays, and at that point, it's over. And 49ers, no George Kittle, obviously hurt last week. So it's San Francisco on the road at Seattle. Ryan, I can't shake the thought of Sam Darnold last year in Week 18 against the Lions and Sam Darnold last year in the playoffs just playing terrible. But this is where we are, and Seattle's defense is really good.
And now, you look at those two games last year, but look at the end of the season this year, beating the LA Rams to lock up the NFC West and the top seed in the division. I am a fan of Sam Darnold. It's so much easier to be a fan of him, not in the same division. This guy's won 28 regular season games in the last 2 years. I think only Tom Brady has done that in his career, and maybe Peyton Manning, I can't remember back, but I'm rooting for Sam Darnold. I think it's a great story, among the best in the NFL, so I'm going Seahawks in that one.
All right, what do you got?
I like Seattle. At home, that's a tough place to play. I'm not a big fan of San Francisco, so Seattle.
I'm going with
Either way,
Seattle.
can I say this too?
Yeah.
Can I say this too? I think Kyle Shanahan is on the hot seat. You look at all these 9 open jobs. I think if Buffalo loses, McDermott's out. I think if San Francisco loses, Shanahan's out.
They've had so many injuries. I
here's
can't
the problem for
imagine.
San Francisco. Yes, they've had a lot of injuries. Do you want to get in line with all these other people looking for a head coach at this point? That's a difficult thing. So I don't know what they would do. It would be interesting to see what happens. You got
I got Seattle, but close game.
Seattle close,
but Seattle at home.
I'm going to buck the trend here, boys. I'm going 49ers. I'm going with a group of guys that are beat up and don't have their regular team. We'll see if they can, in one of the toughest places to play in the league on the road. Really difficult place to play. All right, Sunday, Texans, New England. Texans, great defense, questionable offense. May not have Nico Collins. Hasn't practiced yet this week. Out in concussion protocol. We'll see whether or not he plays. New England, Drake May going against that defense. Ermanni, what do you think?
It's the easy one for me. I'm going with the Houston Texans. I love the defense of the Patriots. I think it's a great story. I think they're going to be a force in the NFL for a long time. But I just don't think that the young quarterback, Drake May, is going to be able to do anything against that defense of the Houston Texans. I mean, DeMeco Ryan is on lockdown. Hey, Luke, say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody.
What's up, Luke? Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah. What's up, man?
I'm going to go New England. I'm going to go New England. I don't think there's enough offense with the Texans to get it done. Their offense has struggled. I love their defense. It's vicious. It's scary. But I think Drake May figures it out. He's a lot more elusive than what they've seen recently, including last week. So I'm gonna go with New England.
I'm going with Houston. I mean, they made believers out of me in Pittsburgh last week, so I'm going Houston.
I think if it was in Houston, I'd go with Houston, but it's in New England. I'm going with the Patriots. Although I'm going to root for Houston because our boy James, producer James, put a little money on Houston to win the Super Bowl like in October on a goof. And so I'm like, all right, I'll root for them for him.
There you go. Last game, Rams, Bears. Going to be near zero in Chicago.
Wind chills below zero.
15 miles an hour wind and 20 mile per hour gusts.
It's going to be Great Lakes in January. It's going to be brutal. I say Chicago. Chicago, I'm taking with the weather.
Interesting. Matthew Stafford, not a great record in the elements. Here's the other wild card, is Sean McVay obviously is a Matt LaFleur guy. And Matt LaFleur is from the Sean McVay tree. And Matt LaFleur is not happy with Ben Johnson right now. And it's been an interesting connection to see whether or not he wants to get it done for his guy. I'm going with Stafford. I'm going with Stafford to figure it out in the cold weather and get to an NFC Championship game.
I am too, man. Dan, I hate to be that guy, but I'm rooting for Stafford. I'm rooting for Stafford. I am. So I have to start turning this car on for the kid. But I'm rooting for Stafford. I am.
Ermanni's like, I can't turn it on right now. Just rub your hands together. Who you got?
I cannot. I'm going with the Bears. I think the Bears are going to win. They've had a horseshoe up their behinds the whole season. I think that does not change. The elements are going to be a factor as well. Chicago wins again.
We will see what happens, and maybe we will reconvene for the conference championship games next week. Ermanni, you're the best, brother. We appreciate you braving the elements out there for us. We love you, brother.
You got it. Love you guys. Take care. Say bye, Luke.
Bye.
Bye.
Luke, we'll see you later, bud. Thanks for letting
Don't
us
hurt your dad
there for a minute. That weather is not going to be pleasant.
It's not. I mean, for the fans, for the players, the offense, the defense, the weather takes a toll in those kind of games. LA.
What's alcohol do when you're in that kind of weather?
That's another dimension.
A
whole nother.
It's not great.
But you'll invariably see some Bears fans with no shirt on,
I'm sure.
with a Ditka short sleeve shirt on. It's hardcore, man.
I mean, but sitting out there in that kind of weather for 4 hours probably, because you'll probably get there early. I mean, it's pretty miserable.
It's dangerous.
I've been through that. I used to do that growing up. When you were at RFK, I grew up with Washington season tickets. When you were there, like when it got cold, it was miserable. You'd have one side of the stadium that might be in the sun if it was a day game, but if it was a late afternoon game, it was so cold, and that was just all steel. And there was no heat at all.
I was at Skins Falcons early 92 playoff game where it was freezing rain the whole game.
Miserable.
And I wore a hoodie because I was a cool 18-year-old, like, smart guy, I don't need a jacket. Whew.
Miserable.
Yeah.
Miserable.
Or it'll be good television. It'll be good television to see the cold and the steam, Yeah.
It's Midwest. It's NFC North. It's the old black
Southern
and blue
California
division type
guys
thing.
coming to Chicago.
We'll see, man. You know what? They play a pretty good brand of football. They're pretty tough.
Could be an interesting game.
We're going to take a break. We're going to come right back. Much more coming up on the other side. Pistons in action tonight. We're going to have that on Fox 2 News at 10. Woody's out there. Also, don't forget, right now, hit us up in that Zoom room. We want to know what you think about these games. Who are you picking this weekend? That's next on the Sports Office. All right, back on the Sports Office. That is the Zoom link right there. We invite you to join us. We'd love to have you join the show as Brian did right now. Brian, what's up? Welcome to the Sports Office.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Good. I'm good. First time listener, long time, or was it? Sorry.
Long time viewer, first time dial-inner, first time Zoomer.
There you go. Yeah.
First time Zoomer. Perfect. Who you got this weekend? What game has your attention?
Well, I have the Seahawks. I think that they definitely got it over the 49ers.
How about Bears, Rams?
Rams. I know that the cold is something that is not suited for them, but I still think that they can pull this one out.
See, I've said it all week. I am fascinated by Bills Broncos because we saw the Broncos in this rise, and we saw them last year. The Bills knocked them out, but I'm a Josh Allen guy. I believe it might be his time. What do you think in that game?
Well, first of all, going back to Stafford again to the game there. I think that he knows how to adjust, and he knows the team very well. I think that that's a plus for him. But real quick, if I could,
yes, sir.
Rich, I know you're there, and I love you, man. And I want to make sure that Derek is okay. So
he's okay.
Is he okay? Because
he's okay.
I know the forecast recently, and
It is.
Well,
the forecast didn't turn out yesterday. Now
He's the
I was
last
out of
man
town.
on, eh?
I missed it. I was
people.
Yes.
Swung and missed.
Yes, I was
Or
in
you
New
didn't
Jersey.
swing.
So you're throwing them under the bus.
Well, no, I'm just saying I was off the clock yesterday, but there was it overachieved. That's how we put it. The storm overachieved what we thought it was going to do.
Okay, give us the 30-second explanation. Brian, I'm really glad you brought this up. Give us the 30-second explanation as to what happened. And I'm not being a jerk here about it, but no.
I got it.
What happens in your world that you guys get it so
all day
wrong?
long, Derek took the brunt all day long, I will say. And he was, I think, the last man on, or the last person, or last one on, last night. So he took the brunt all day long today. So I just want to make sure he's okay.
It's Mother Nature. That's what it is. It's Mother Nature. We have an idea of what's going to happen, and then Mother Nature throws a wrench in there. And yesterday was one of those days.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the official explanation.
Brian, awesome stuff, man. Dial us up again.
Love you guys.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
Real quick story.
My
'cause we
daughter
gotta go
was
to break.
very appreciative because she got off school today. So
Real quick story because we got to go to break. Luderman and I, this is 20-some years ago, and you guys had predicted a big snowstorm that did not happen. This was on a Sunday night, and you and I were working together, and you come back over to the desk after, I won't even say who the anchor was, after you had done it, and the anchor looked at you and goes, "Rich, where's all the snow?" And Luderman was like,
I had that look of terror,
"He's just been run over by a bus."
It does happen. In the world of meteorology, there are underachievers and there are overachievers. It goes with the territory.
Well, thankfully, there's only 2 words you have to say to be a meteorologist.
Partly
right?
cloudy.
That's it.
That's it.
Partly cloudy.
Practice.
You're a
I'm going to practice
meteorologist.
that at the break. Partly
Take a break.
cloudy.
Come right
Partly
back
cloudy.
on the Sports Office. Join us.
Partly
Hit
cloudy.
that Zoom link.
Partly cloudy.
All right, right back on the Sports Office. Papa Dot in the house. What's going on, man?
Papa Dot!
Fellas, all right?
We're good, man. We got about 45
Everybody
seconds.
all
What's
right
on
in
your
there?
mind? Yeah, man.
I think Stafford go win.
And I think Josh Allen go do it.
That's 2 road teams. That's 2 road teams.
And I believe the Texans, I believe they got it.
Wow.
I believe they got it in them.
That
Josh
Texans, that
definitely got
offense
it in
worries me. That how about 49ers Seattle?
49.
We're all going to be watching. That's
all right,
for sure.
Good stuff. Papa Dot's freezing a little bit there, so we'll check back with him next time. Thank you for being with us. This is going to be a big weekend coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. Pistons in action tonight. We'll have that on Fox 2 News at 10. There's our friend Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
No, he's hiding. Come on.
We're like zoo animals. People just come and look in the window while we're sitting
Don't
here.
feed
Indiana,
the
Miami,
animals.
Monday night.
Indiana, Miami, Monday night. We will certainly be talking about that as well. Ludeman, good stuff.
Thank you, Dan.
More snow
Thank you,
tomorrow.
Greg.
There's Jeff. Say
Bye.
goodnight, everybody.